Welcome to Soul Spark. These episodes are brain snacks, brief, bite-sized reflections from my personal journey, designed to be digested in just a few minutes. I'm not here to tell you how to live or what to do. I'm just here to share my stories and the questions I've wrestled with along the way. My hope is that by sharing what's moved me, I might just spark something in your soul today. Let's dive in. Episode 15. Making Rainbows. How often do we judge our entire lives by the final result? Since my first exhibition in 2014, an art project called Making Rainbows. It was a deep collaboration with a great friend and artist, Gijs van Lith. Together we wanted to challenge the traditional boundaries of what an artwork is and supposed to be. We realized that in art, just like in life, people only ever get to see the finished product. They see the beautiful painting hanging on the wall, but they don't see the struggle. They don't see the mistakes, the breakthroughs, the frustration, or the quiet moments in between. We wanted to capture that. We wanted to capture the entire creative process and put it into one single image. So, we set up an experiment. Gijs started painting a massive canvas, working his way through the full spectrum of colors, making a rainbow. And I documented the entire journey with my camera, capturing every single moment as it unfolded. By the end of it, we had a visual record of over 8,400 photos. When you sit down and look at 8,400 photos of a process, you quickly realize they are not all masterpieces. Some frames are messy, some show moments of hesitation, some are just a blur of a hand moving too fast. The perfectionist in us, the part that wants everything to look successful and clean, often wants to hit the delete button on those moments. We want to throw out the ugly frames and keep only the sharp, beautiful ones. We want to edit reality to make our story look better. But we didn't delete them. I took all 8,400 images and built a massive modern grid, a wallpaper that showed every single step. And when you step back and look at it, it's breathtaking. You're actually seeing the rainbow. It's a living archive of creativity. It tells the honest story of every brushstroke, every emotion we poured into it. If we had taken out the messy photos, we would have broken the timeline. We would have lost the truth. The final colorful picture only exists because of those thousands of imperfect steps. The magic wasn't finding one flawless shot. The magic was entirely in the messy, continuous process. We do this to ourselves all the time. We think our lives are only valuable when we finally reach the goal, when we finally make the rainbow. We beat ourselves up over every bad day, failed project, or clumsy conversation, treating those moments like blurry photos we wish we could delete from our history. But the final picture is just an end result. Life is actually happening in those 8,400 messy, unglamorous moments in between. The process is the point. The struggle, the learning, the boring Tuesday afternoons, that is what actually builds the art we are today. When you accept that your blurry frames are just as important as the clear ones, you feel so much better. You don't have to be perfect today. You don't have to perform. You just have to be present for the process. Trust that every single frame belongs in the final picture. So, I want to ask you, what blurry frames in your life are you trying to hide or delete? What if you stopped waiting for the perfect finish line and started finding the beauty in the messy process of today? What if you gave yourself permission to just be a work in progress? Did I spark your soul today? Thank you for sharing this space with me today. As you step back into your world, remember that you don't need to have all the answers right now. Sometimes just noticing the question is enough. May this brain snack offer a moment of stillness in the noise. And remember, embrace the spark.